Now let's discuss how crowdfunding platforms are abused by the terrorists. You have to understand that crowdfunding platforms can reach donors globally within within hours. A campaign can raise small contribution from many people, which makes suspicious transaction harder to spot because small payments look normal. Also, the fundraising story can be used as a cover up, for example, humanitarian appeal. So that reduces suspicion among the public. Terrorism financing risk is higher in crowdfunding platforms because terrorists and violent extremists use online fundraising to mobilize supporters across borders. They may combine techniques like by creating campaign on a platform, spread it using social media and encrypted messaging apps, and ask supporters to pay using methods that reduce traceability like crypto or virtual asset. This multi-channel approach makes detection difficult. Now, let's try to understand with this prototype. So this is the platform. This is a crowd donation platform, and these are the campaigns that was created by me previously. So now let's start by creating one campaign. Whenever anybody wants to create a campaign, they have to put some money. So here I have made this campaign in a such a way that if any project owner wants to create a campaign, then he has to provide some money. Since this crowdfunding platform uses smart contracts, so in order to do any type of transaction in Ethereum blockchain, that is the reason why usually the project owners have to put the money when creating campaign. So let's say we put 100 way. It, it means that I need to log into MetaMask. And now I am connected to MetaMask wallet. Okay. So we need this kind of wallet to record our transaction in blockchain. This is our new campaign. So let's open it up. So you can see here, okay, this is the address of the project owner, okay, public address of the project owner, and this is the minimum contribution to this project. And currently there are no supporters, or there nobody has donated to this campaign. Let's say this is the campaign created by the terrorist, okay. So now they will send the link of this campaign to their promoters or to their supporters, and the supporter will now contribute some amount. Okay, so let's say 1 ether. Now, try to understand here. This crowdfunding is using crypto. Okay, Ethereum. Terrorist organization or terrorist individuals. Okay, usually try to create a campaign in a such a way that their donors cannot be traced or their identity is protected. So, if you know the difference between money laundering and terrorist financing, main objective in money laundering is to convert that illegal money into legal money by hiding the source of income. In case of terrorist financing, terrorists are more focused on protecting their donors and supporters. So they could receive those donations continuously to support their terrorist activities. Let's say the supporter. Okay. First, I will change the account here. Okay. So this account is the address of the project owner. Okay. Now I will change into another account to show that this account is a account of supporter. Now let's say that supporter will contribute 0.001 ether. Okay. Confirm. As you can see, this transaction has been successful because the number of approvers has increased from 0 to 1. Okay. And the campaign balance, okay, has also increased by 0.001. Ether. Now, in this way, the terrorists will collect money from various supporters, and eventually they will need to transfer that money to themselves. Okay, for which what they will do is now they will create a request. Again, this step is not mandatory. Okay, it can be optional. They can directly send that money to themselves. But in case of genuine crowdfunding platform, when donors raise money, okay, through crowdfunding platform, let's say they want to build that game, right? And now they have to pay some money to the developers from the funds they have collected from the donors. Now, if the project manager is allowed to spend money as per his or her discretion, then there is high chance that the funds may be misutilized or some type of fraud might happen. Many genuine crowdfunding platform, what they will do is they will have a this kind of mechanism, okay, where donor has to make a request to all the supporters that he or she is going to make payment to these developers. Do you agree with that payment or not? So if majority of supporters find that okay, this looks genuine and the project needs to pay some money to the developers, then they will approve that request, and only after doing that the project owners can finalize that request or send that money to the developers. So now let's see how this looks like in a practice. Let's say payment to a this entity can be let's say terrorist organization. Let's say ABC terrorist organization. Okay, they might use some code. Okay, terrorists may use some code so that supporters know that this money is going to this this terrorist organization to carry out some terrorist activities. However, you may also know that terrorists need funds to support logistic activities also, like fooding, lodging, to train their soldiers, right? So let's say terrorists is making a request, right, to make payment to some ABC organization for logistic purpose, right, for fooding and lodging of their terrorist soldiers. So let's say the value of ether we so the value of ether is we had already collected 0.001 ether. So let's say the value is less than that. Okay, 0.0 and put recipient. Okay, and put the recipient as my first account. Okay, yes, this is public address of my first account given by MetaMask. Now let's create. Now the supporters will get notification. Okay, that okay that this terrorist group has made a request to make a payment to this entity. So now these supporters, there might be like 10 or 5 supporters or maybe more than that, they have to approve it. So let's refresh this to check if it has been approved or not. So this has been approved. Now the terrorist, okay, now he just need to finalize this. So in this request, I made an error because I added more value of ether. But if you see in our campaign, we only have 0.01 ether. Okay, we cannot transfer more amount than this value. So I created another request, okay, of less value. So now the terrorist organization have decided to send this money, this value of ether to their, let's say to some other organization. maybe for some kind of logistic support. And now this request has been approved by their supporters. Okay, so now to initiate the transaction to send that money to this address, the terrorist now has to just click on finalize. Okay, you can see here the approval count. If majority of the supporters approve this request, only then the terrorist can send that money to their to that recipient. Okay, so since the total number of contributor is only one and the approver is also one, so majority has been achieved here. So the terrorist needs here to just finalize this request. We can see that this request has been already finalized because we don't longer see the approve and finalize button. So in this way, don- donation-based crowdfunding platform works. Now, if you want to see whether this transaction has been recorded in blockchain or not, okay, so we just need to copy this recipient address, public address, and we need to go to this site, okay, Sepolia testnet, right? And we'll just enter the address. Now, if you look at the internal transaction, we will see that the money has been sent. Okay, this is 0.05 ether that has been sent from this address to this address. So this is our recipient address. Okay, you can see it from here, right? The same address is here. Now this is the address of our smart contract. Okay, this is the address where our smart contract is deployed. So a smart contract is a autonomous program. It is a like just like a if then condition. Okay, so if there is a some condition which becomes true, then the smart contract executes automatically. So in this case, when the terrorist clicked on finalize, right? So that instruction went to the this smart contract. Okay, this is our smart contract, or this is the address where our smart contract is deployed, or the campaign of that terrorist is deployed. So whenever the terrorist clicked on finalize, the smart contract deployed in this address got executed and it made the transfer of the 0.0005 ether to this recipient address. Now here, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you have found it useful. If so, please do share, like this video. And if you want to view this kind of useful contents, then I will be posting them on a frequently basis. Therefore, please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.